So what the applause score is a way for teachers and students to understand whether students are on track to meet the course objectives by the end of the year. Okay? And so the way that works is you can think of, you have a particular amount of time for the course. Let's say it's 40 weeks, right? We know the start date of the course and the end date of the course, right? And you have a certain amount of work that you're expecting students to complete in that period of time. The amount of work that you're expecting students to complete is determined by the work that you have assigned to students within the MATHia application, right? That assignment is a statement that you're hoping that students complete that material during that period of time. And then the question is, okay, are the students working on an appropriate pace to get through enough of the material that they're prepared by that end date? And then also, when they're working through that material, are they learning and succeeding well enough that we're confident that at the end of the year, they will in fact do well on the end of the year exams or other measures of knowledge at the end of that period of time. And so that's all the applause score is the x-axis is time, so given that amount of time, and then the y-axis is achievement, essentially, which we call the applause score. And the way to think about it is each workspace in the software, in the curriculum that you've built, has a certain number of points. So let's say it's 50 points. Okay. You can think of it that way. And as a student, when I go through that workspace, depending on how well I do, whether I've mastered all my skills, how many errors I make, how many hints I needed, how much time I took, all those other factors go into it, you will get somewhere between 0 and 50 points for that workspace, depending on how well you did on that workspace. Okay. And we use that point system to accumulate over time and predict how well you're going to do at the end of the year. The nice thing about that prediction is those factors, the things that we're looking at in terms of what you do in the software and that we're using to make that prediction, are based on modeling that we've done with actual student data on understanding how we can predict student performance on those end-of-year tests. So we know that a student who does well, when we say that the student is in the green at the end of the year, we know that that student is highly likely to do well on that end-of-year test.